Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of the Aesthetic Podcast. Today, I have been joined by Chelsey. Hi, Chelsey.
Hi, Ines.
Chelsey is a cosmetic injector and a trainer at Cami, and she has been injecting for more than 6 years. What can you tell us about yourself?
Hey guys, I'm Chelsey. I'm a nurse practitioner injector. I am the lead injector at Eye Cosmetic Clinic and also the director education at CAMI, which is the Canadian Advanced Aesthetic Medicine Institute. We're very happy to have Ines here today.
Thank you. Let's start with the basics. Nowadays, everybody wants their face to be lifted. Today, there is a trend called non-surgical facelifting using threads, the PLLA threads. What can you tell me about it?
Absolutely love this treatment. This is one of our most popular treatment option right now, lifting the face with PLLA threads. PLLA threads are the only Health Canada approved threads used for facial lifting. It creates a subtle lift in the mid face, the cheeks, jowls, and I also love to use it for the double chin.
You mentioned Health Canada approved. Why does that matter?
I think it's very important to stick with Health Canada approved product for any aesthetic procedure because Health Canada approved meaning that it meets the safety standards while minimizing complications. And also choosing a qualified injector, make sure choosing a qualified injector ensures that the treatment is delivered in a safe way, minimizing risks and giving the client the best results.
Oh, that's good to know. Since we mentioned a qualified injector, and since you are working as a lead injector trainer at Cami, how would I know? If I want to do some lifting and I would love to know if my injector is qualified, how would I know?
I mean, it's perfectly fine to ask your injector if you're unqualified. I think that's a very simple way to see if the injector knows what they're talking about, if they're using the right words, if they're not pushing you to do more. I think that's also a very important sign. A right injector always knows sort of the risks involved with any sort of procedure, and they would never recommend you to do a procedure that is not needed.
Since you mentioned more, so basically, yeah, I feel some of the trends nowadays is overfilling, and like I see all of these pictures of not natural beauty, and I think everyone is talking about natural beauty.
Very important.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. How can I know that the advice that my injector is giving me is fitting with the natural beauty?
I think right now the aesthetic industry has evolved and our clients' sort of goals and vision have evolved to the point that we want to look beautiful, we want to look young while looking natural and undetectable, right? So I think every client comes in with a sort of a goal in mind of how they would like to look like. And if we can always see if your injector can match your goal with their consultation with their treatment plan. If an injector is recommending something in an area that you don't think that you necessarily need, or if you feel a lot of pressure with your injector to do more, I think that's not a good sign. I think that's a sign that we should choose something better.
Since we mentioned natural beauty, and there is a trend now about collagen. So there is a biostimulator filler, there is the PLLA thread, which is not only lifting, it's also producing collagen, right? Can we elaborate on that?
So PLA threads are great in the sense that it works by two ways. One is mechanical lifting, so it has cones in the threads that physically grabs onto the tissue to lift the face. After the thread is put in, your body naturally absorbs it, and during the absorption process, it stimulates a lot of collagen. And that's my favorite part about these threads is that the collagen is what gives the long-lasting results and gives the natural anti-aging results. And with the collagen stimulation, we can see a very nice, very beautiful, natural lifting. Sometimes I also see the skin quality getting better as well. So the results of that last about 18 months or so. And our clients are very happy with what they see.
Okay, perfect. So, like I always ask this, I represent men and I would love to know, do men act as a good client for thread lifting?
Absolutely. Actually, these days we're seeing more and more male clients coming in to do aesthetic treatments. I think men are, really want to take good care of themselves as well. PLA threads offer great natural lift without adding a lot of volume to the face, which a lot of men prefers. I think it's a great treatment option for men who are looking for a natural lift without the downtime or maintenance of fillers.
Amazing. So let's talk generally. Who's the best candidate of threads? If you have a client and they told you that I need to do a kind of anti-aging procedure, I need to do lifting. We know that you can do surgical lifting, you can do lifting by Botox and filler combination, and you can do by PLLA threads. How would you determine which is the best effective treatment for your client?
Definitely, there are a lot of treatment options out there. Usually for PLA thread lifts, I would recommend for clients with moderate signs of aging, usually about 1 to 2 centimeters of excess skin. And these are the clients who are looking for a natural anti-aging results without adding too much volume and without the downtime and the recovery of a surgical procedure.
Let's say that I'm going to do thread lifts today, and the first question would be how much it's gonna last.
That's a great question, and definitely a question that a lot of clients are interested in. Thread lifts create a long lasting results because as the threads get absorbed, it creates collagen, right? The collagen is what gives that amazing and sustainable lift. So the results that we see typically last about 18 months, and it's perfectly natural for us to do touch up as we need it when the suture gets naturally absorbed.
That will lead me to the very next question. So let's say that I did the procedure today, and please, share with us your experience because you have been one of our top injectors and one of top users of PLLA threads. What about downtime? Let's say I did it today and I need to go back to work. What's the best advice that you can tell your client?
The downtime of PLA threads are minimum. Usually right after procedure, we can see a little bit of marks on the skin. That day, there is going to be a little bit of swelling and a little bit of pain, but it gets better every day. It doesn't interfere with talking. It doesn't interfere with your sort of face and neck movement. It doesn't interfere with eating either. A lot of our clients are actually comfortable going into work the day after.
Oh, that's good to know. What do you think about combination treatments?
I think combination treatments are great because each treatment modality offers its own benefits, right?
Correct.
So PLA threads offers lifting, but it doesn't necessarily offer a lot of volume placement. And this is an area where other treatments such as dermal fillers can come into place. And in terms of dynamic lines in the forehead and on the eyes, and we can use neuromodulators. And we can also use energy devices, and that creates a good tightening of the skin and helps with pigmentation as well. So I think creating a comprehensive treatment plan, depending on the client need, is very important for any injector to consider when they're recommending any treatment.
Okay. Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure being with you, Chelsey.
For coming.
Thank you for having me today. We have discussed the new approach of a non-surgical facelifting using PLLA threads. We talked about everything related to the downtime, how to manage the expectation of the client, and who's the best candidate. Thank you again.
Thank you.